Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for Tony Stark Iron Man issue 6. And they did a really good job with this issue. It really got the plot moving forward, and it just overall executed very well. We got some new developments with Escape, moving forward to a full product launch, and we got more of the controller doing his thing. We don't know his complete end game yet, but we see him starting to move pieces into place and where it could potentially lead. And I gotta hand it to the artwork that's been going on. I've really been enjoying it so far with how well they've been able to do expressions for both the people and the synthetic beings, as well as the armor and the action scenes, because we get an action scene at the beginning that's just really shows off the cool things that Iron Man can do, Rhodey's new suit can do, and of course the Wasp. And I kind of like when we see the Extremis armor. I think my favorite move to be the Bleeding Edge armor, but for a while there it was the Extremis armor, and I just love seeing that one pop back up from time to time because it's just got one of those classic looks, and they just do it so well. So this issue starts off, we're talking about the whole launch of Escape and what people can do in it, and it's just a product that I would love to see in the real world too, just like going around doing all different kinds of things in the game. And of course they try and get a word from Tony, but he's in the middle of a thing right now, and that people are trying to steal a shipment of his Escape interfaces, and him and Rhodey and the Wasp are trying to stop all that. It's like, oh, okay, this is kind of going weird, but they're stopping, they're trying effectively to make sure that nobody gets as harmed. We see these guys with these kind of cool different suits kind of flying around shooting off laser kind of things at them. And they do get into a situation where a car almost goes off the road and crashes, but Tony's able to capture it. And incidentally enough, one of the little kids in the back is in the Escape trying to like storm this castle and everything. And Tony's asking Motherboard to try and like see what's going on inside of the car, but she's like, everybody seems alright, but I'm kind of taxed right now because I also am looking over all of the sessions of the Escape going on, and I'm just thinking, that is insanity to have one AI try and control. Conservatively, let's think about this. If Tony's trying to reach a pretty big audience, he'd price it well enough. I'd say first day, I don't know, anywhere between 20 to 50,000 maybe. And that just depends upon what scenarios they're doing, everything like that. That's a tall order for a group of AIs to do, let alone Motherboard. So he's going to have to figure out how to tactically switch that up. But then we switch over, and it's a similar things going on in the Escape with a hijacking and everything, except it's like 3 MODOKs and all these guys dressed up in West Coast Avengers. The MODOK people, like one of them is screaming that this is supposed to be set in New York and everything. And this one dude's just being an asshole, cursing all the time. And he's dressed up in a Silver Centurion Iron Man armor. While this one Spider-Man guy's like, hey, can you kind of tone it down? I kind of have my kid here. He's like, pretty much saying, fuck you and everything like that. But of course, he's going, this is your 5th infraction. You're now going to be ejected. And it's like, what? And then the Arsenal thing as the ejector, which I think it would be horrifying for it to happen to you, but it would be a cool thing to be this giant thing's like, your access has been revoked. And he just gets jacked out and he's like cursing and pissed off because he paid for this thing, even though he wasn't acting in the terms of service. Because with all the different kind of scenarios that could be played out, he could have went into one where foul language and everything would have been effective and would have been tolerated server-wise. It can't be that hard to do. So, being an asshole, get asshole things that happen to you. So, that just starts off everything that's kind of kicking off. We've got people getting ejected. Tony's going back to the headquarters to see what's going on. Rhodey and Janet are taking care of that. And Rhodey's like, hey, the cop will handle everything if you hook him up with an Escape interface. I'm like, yeah, okay. So he gets into the war room and is figuring out what's going on. Before this, we'd seen that Yokasta has been using the interface as well to be human and all that, and that she didn't charge herself the night before. So she's like, okay, I gotta get used to being suboptimal here, and that's where she kind of pops in. Tony wants to get a lowdown on what's going on. Bethany doesn't like what's going on, especially since he parked his armor in front of the only escape route, but that people are getting ejected and everything, and issues are arising. Another thing that had kind of happened in the beginning of the issue is that Amanda was talking to Andy and felt like that she wasn't able to really reconnect with Tony once he got back from the dead, and, well, dead, and wanted to do that a little bit more. She tries to initiate that, but of course this isn't really the best time, and he's like, I'll deal with you later, and then puts on the mask to go in to get the ground level view of what's going on and why so many people are getting booted. Now granted, there's some people that deserve to be booted, but then it seems like a lot of people are getting booted for no reason. So they're trying to figure out what's going on with that. Bethany is then looking like, hey, this is the only thing that I really like that people are able to get booted. And as she's about to go into stuff, the controller's like, hey, give me all the names of everybody that's been booted and what the fuck's going on? And it goes through and like she's trying to figure out what's going on. She's saying the blackouts, the security breaches, the image inducer, what's going on. She tries to ask Costa if she remembers if she had confiscated the image inducer. But before that, a dude comes up and says that there's a security thing going on. And we see that Machine Man, Aaron Stack, is enacting the movie scene with John Cusack and the boombox and everything, trying to get her back. And she's just like, I don't have adequate enough power levels right now to tell you how pissed I am, pretty much, and walks off. And then we shift over and we see that Amanda's trying to figure out what to do to talk to Tony, and he's like, he's sitting right there, he's in that chair, but he might as well be in laughs. And he's like, listen, you're talking to a tech head, and she's like, yeah, I know, people skills and everything. Like, no, here, go and talk to your son. So she puts on an interface, ruminating on the last time she played a video game, and what parents do to talk to their kids, and she goes in, and we see that Iron Man, we see Tony's in a stealth Iron Man suit. He's in the kid version. He's like, listen, nobody should be booted out of this kid one. It's heavily screened. Though I need to really think about what's going on here because these things are they're kind of creepy when they're life-size. Seeing all the kind of kid stuff going on. But of course, then Amanda pops up, says, we're going to talk right now. And he's like, listen, I'll deal with you. But then he catches himself. We'll discuss this later. And then she's like, no, we're going to talk about this now. That, of course, sets off the Arsenal thing to come up and get her. And Tony's like, no, because she was ignoring the creator of the whole program, and you don't do that. So Arsenal's coming in, and he's trying to stop it, but he gets taken out. Well, not completely taken out, but he gets knocked to the side. He's like, that hurt. And he's like, Amanda, log off. He's been telling her all along. I was like, what? Nothing's gonna happen. But then she gets hurt, and she's like having convulsions, and Andy's trying to call for an EMT, and Yocasta tries to shut it off, but it's not working, and it's going crazy. The system's going crazy. And then Bethany's like, oh shit, all the people that have been booted off are logging back in. Safety parameters are shot, so people are going to be getting hurt or killed, and now we've got angry, grieving players that are going to be in here. Holy shit. So we go back to the dude that was pretty much kicked out before. He's got permission reinitialized, goes to go back in, but he's met with the controller. He's like, you're someone that I want to see in here. Here's a back door to the escape. Go and do as you please. So we're going to have people who have an axe to grind who are going to try and make people hurt and are actually going to hurt and possibly kill these people, and even kids involved and everything. It's like Tony's really going to have to figure out what's going on and just do this fast. I really like this setup. I was like, this is a big thing. But what's Controller's endgame here? To have this kind of digitalized world that he can rule over? Or is this just another piece in his game? That's what I really like about this kind of long-form arc that hopefully we're seeing, because it's just the next chess move going forward and everything. I mean, we get the cool Iron Man kind of car chase that we had in the beginning, but then we also get these moments happening as the setups for newer and bigger and larger things going on, like this escape thing. I can't wait to see what this conclusion is and what the fallout will be for the Controller's plans. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.